Nakore Apparel is a lifestyle brand inspired by and created for those who unabashedly seek, speak, and live in truth. Nakore is the African Adinkra symbol for truthfulness, and the clothes speak truth in all its forms with the ultimate aim of love and justice. If you're down to expand the culture, break barriers, and eradicate injustice wherever you find it, then Nakore Apparel is the brand for you. Go to NakoreApparel.com. That's N-O-K-O-R-E Apparel.com.
Nakore, apparel for truth tellers.
You are now tuned in to the Drunk Mind Sober Thoughts Podcast.
Are we up?
Yes, sir.
Yo.
Yeah.
Yo. This is DJ Brainstorm on the mic with you right now, coming to you live and direct with episode number 382.
Yes, sir.
Of the Drunk Mind Sober Thoughts Podcast. The DMST podcast is back. Thank you to everybody tuning in on Facebook Live and YouTube right now on the Duo Podcast, and everybody tuning in throughout the week on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, the TuneIn Radio app. No wooshka.
None.
Anywhere, wherever, however you get your podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in today. Playboy, how you feeling?
Feeling great, man. Playboy the DJ, Playboy D-A-DJ. Another show, another week. Let's get it.
Dev, how you feeling?
I'm feeling immaculate today, man. You know? Yeah, I'm feeling good, man. Better than the punk-ass Cavs. Did the Guardians win? They lost.
You know, I was glad they won yesterday. Let me check real quick while you're doing that.
They was they lost 4-3.
Okay,
but that was a good series.
At least tell me. See, I know we mentioned it last week. You know, you somehow how they were playing good. And I remember I was thinking in my mind I want to see how they get through these 3 games, and then they go to Houston tomorrow. And I know Houston actually been struggling.
Yeah,
but it's like it's big league top notch competition.
They lost this series 2-1, but they lost this one 4-3.
That means you hung in there today. You fought yesterday, came back. You know, whatever. I obviously lost on Friday.
It's a good team, man.
Yeah, I just want to see how they get through it. You know, before I start really kind of going through the roof about you know how things are happening. So that's what's up. All right.
How you feeling?
Yeah. I'm feeling cool. I'm good. From what I was told, people have when I asked about how people's weeks was, I guess y'all have had some longer weeks than I've had.
We start off with your week this week.
Yeah, that's what I say. I'll just be like, yo, nothing really happened in my week. I would say, other than like you said, the Cavs, man. It's just I'm not. To be honest though,
I hate that. I've been saying it all year. They some hoes. I hate the team, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
I hate the fucking team.
You don't get your ass whooped.
I'm about to say some fucked up shit.
You don't get your ass whooped 2 games in a row. You're just not showing heart in the.
Let me just say this, because I don't give a fuck today. And I don't got to for
the words expressed by Dev. The words and thoughts are Big Dev's alone, and I don't know what he's gonna say for the rest of the show. That's your disclaimer.
I can't even show y'all what I'm googling right now. I need niggas. But go ahead about the Cavs. Go ahead.
But yeah, we want to get the sports aspect out the way real quick. It's just, yeah. I mean, it's just I just don't feel like you get your ass whooped 2 times in a row, and it's not. But it's what we've seen all year. Inconsistent shooting. Mm-hmm. The players we've bought in have been inconsistent at best, if that's what you're going to say about them. And I mean that between your 2 big free agent signings, Strus and Niang. Inconsistent at best. Mm-hmm. And they're not shooting in the series. But nobody's shooting in the series right now. And your best player on your team, who, let's just be honest right now, your best player is fucking
Donovan Mitchell caught himself like.
Oh shoot, my bad. Go ahead.
But I mean, it is what it is. It's Donovan can't disappear for halves at a time. It just can't happen. Like they didn't. Orlando top to bottom is not a better team, but Orlando's playing tougher than them right now. And Orlando's playing with more energy right now, and all these things or whatever. So it's just, and then JB. At some point when the shit's not, when you switch venues, a lot of times that's when a lot of those changes happen in the playoffs. They figure something out that's working a little bit more, in my opinion. And
all
what
this analysis
and what they
Can I show you? Can I say something? Can I say something? Let me see. Let me see if I can fucking pull this up on here. Come on. There we go. It's up. They can't hear it. I mean, they can't hear it, but they'll need to. I muted it. When this is your fucking leader,
okay,
this is what you get.
What was this? What was it?
And he caught himself lacking.
Nigga looks like a powerful
girl. When this is bitch. When that's the leader.
Here you go.
That's the leader of your goddamn team.
There you go.
He's the leader. That's the nigga who gonna take us to the promised land.
He said, bitch.
Look at him.
Here you go.
That nigga said, so wish. From deep, you know what I'm saying? Ass nigga, man. This is the problem with the Cavs. Don't nobody want to say it. Nobody want to say it.
Oh, shit.
Let me tell you what.
I can tell how
Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, don't fuck with him. He done walked into a room and then caught him, allegedly, you know what I'm saying? On some no Diddy type shit.
Oh, man.
And they like, this is your king? This is your king?
Oh, my
y'all traded for this nigga, paid me all the money, and y'all traded for this nigga?
Man.
This nigga said sweet.
Come on, explain it. Help this make sense.
Oh, that's funny, man.
Make it make sense. Don, you gotta chill out.
Man.
I don't think it's no more analysis for the Cavs. Man. That's it. That's all the problem is. Man. When the shit hit the fan, literally.
Oh, man.
Nothing else?
How am I supposed to follow that? You already sat there saying, boy, all this analysis. Or whatever. How am I supposed to sit there and be like, you know what?
Don, man.
Ain't nothing else to say.
That's the leader of the Cavs, bro. And for y'all who listening throughout the week, try to find the video on YouTube or Facebook, please, so you can see what we talking about.
Yeah, they don't have no
our
heart.
video of the pod.
I mean, but yeah, they don't have no heart right now. It's just
of course,
they don't have no heart. I mean, but you know what? People can say what they say. People can say, oh, it's a good move, strategic or whatever. But it's like that starts when 2 weeks ago today. Was it 2 weeks ago today that you sit there, or was it a week ago today that you sit there and you lose a game on purpose so you can get this thing?
2 weeks ago today.
2 weeks ago today, then, right?
Yeah, because the playoffs started last week.
Yeah, okay. So 2 weeks ago today, when you sit there as an organization, y'all chose to lose. I said on Twitter, that's a loser's fucking mentality. I don't care. I get we try to position stuff or whatever, but it's a loser's mentality. Y'all said, oh, we don't want no parts of Joel Embiid. We don't want no parts of possibly Jimmy Butler. And look what happened. Jimmy got hurt.
Both of them hurt.
And Joel is. Look what happened.
Both of them hurt.
But y'all ain't want no parts of that. And now you got this young, hungry team. That's what you get, man. It starts from the top. Yeah. That's all I got to say. It starts from the top. No adjustments. I mean, people want JB out here for a minute.
JB is a terrible head coach. He about as bad as what you call it, Darvin Ham. Darvin Ham. I saw a video of Darvin Ham pausing. You see that shit in the middle? He was trying to write up a play, and the nigga lost it. He was like, he started erasing niggas on the thing and writing them other places. Everybody on the bench like, what the fuck you want us to do, bruh? Then the buzzer rang, and they had to go back in the game. He never drew up a play.
So I guess AD wasn't wrong. Like, we don't know what we're doing on offense.
I got to try to find
or defense.
So AD did say that, huh?
Yeah.
That was real?
In the post game.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that means get this coach out of here, man. Yeah, get this nigga out of here.
Oh, man.
It's hilarious to me, though.
Just because you played as a player don't necessarily mean you're going to be great.
Yeah, not everybody going to be there. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to give somebody some peace. Like Tyronn Lue with the Cavs, and they want to twist. Everybody talk about how good he was. So something simple as adjustments and ATOs after timeouts. They always talked about how good he drew up plays after timeouts and how you would get an easy bucket. Yeah. And think about it. You won a game in Game 7. You won a championship of them drawing up a play, of them putting Steph into action and getting Steph one-on-one with Kyrie. They drew up a play to make sure that happened, and then said, Kyrie, go do you. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's you right. They right.
Here you go. Please watch this. Please watch this. There's no sound. Look at me. He's like, what? You think you gonna hear? That's you. Okay. Whew. What? What is happening? Let me take it off this thing. Yeah, hold on. Fuck. Let me hear it. No. The buzzer rang, and they like, Darvin, what the fuck you doing, man? Dar.
Hey, D.
What the fuck you doing?
D, what up, man?
D, what is happening?
Yeah, man.
He never wrote a...
Nigga ain't gonna clap hands and break a nut and come out the huddle. Nigga said, man, fuck.
Nigga said I need a still
Yeah.
reserve.
I say, this nigga don't know what the fuck he
man.
doing.
Feeling some type of way.
At least I knew how to draw. I mean, God damn.
Right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but so
My man looked at that bitch and said, fuck. Nigga, that with the pen was crazy.
Yeah, but yeah, so I'm done with that shit. But I mean, they obviously they can win a series. Obviously they can lose it at this point. I mean, who the hell knows?
Who gives a fuck?
Really?
Really?
Yeah, at this point, who the hell knows?
I don't like the team. I would rather them lose and they blow the whole thing up.
Yeah.
I want everybody.
At this
the
point,
only thing I really want, I know it sounds crazy, only thing I really want to see if he really can hoop still is Darius Garland. Because I feel
I
like
was just about to say, I'm on your side. Remember, you was talking to Bird. You said Bird got mad at you.
Yeah.
Fabian got mad at you because you was like trade Evan.
man, Evan
But
got to
at this
go.
point, trade Evans ass. He don't just every time I tweeted yesterday. Every time he falls on the ground, only thing I could think is weight room.
God,
and you in your
damn.
third fucking year, bruh. Like, and you just get moved so easily off your path
And
or whatever.
I've seen so many
Go.
players.
He can go. At this point, Donovan can go.
Donovan got to go, man.
I would keep Jared and I would keep Darius. Darius balled before Donovan got here. That's it. After everything else,
You know what I
fuck this
really want to
shit, man.
do? I really want to. I want to put.
Sorry, y'all.
I want to involve Mitchell in a Tyler Hero centered deal because Miami still want a star. Give me Tyler Hero back, and I need Evan for picks and young players, man. Because we really don't need more. We don't need all these niggas, man. Evan is the odd nigga out. We really need like a Jonathan Isaac nigga from Orlando. That's really what we need.
Yeah.
A nigga 8 points, 5 rebounds,
Right.
and a good defender. We don't need no more shit. We would need our Tyler Hero, Donovan Mitchell nigga to average 25, Darius to average 22, Jared Allen to average 18 to 20. And that's it. And them are scores.
Right.
And everybody else fills a role. We got too many motherfuckers who don't do shit at an elite level. If I got you, Evan, you got to do something other than contest shots at an elite level, nigga.
Right.
You don't do shit else other than contest shots. Bitch, get the fuck off my floor. Give a fuck about defense, nigga. Fuck wrong with you? Man, nobody give a fuck about defense.
Dev is in the mood today, right
Can
now.
Paolo Banchero play defense? I still don't know. I don't give a fuck. I would take Paolo Banchero over anybody on this goddamn roster right now.
It don't matter if they do play defense or not. Franz Wagner had 30 points on Saturday.
Ooh, Franzi.
He put it on them niggas in the third quarter.
You know what I want to
man.
see tomorrow? I want Franz and Mo Wagner.
Tuesday, I think. Tuesday.
Tuesday. I want to see them niggas go nasty work in Cleveland. I'm talking
You
about
rooting
deep
against the Cavs
threes.
now?
I'm not rooting against them. I just want to see what the Cavs do if the niggas start hitting 28-footers. Boom, talk shit. What they gonna do? Y'all gonna respond? They gonna be some bitch ass
Some niggas talking shit. And that's the other thing. The niggas that will get mad about you talking shit and flexing on them.
They sorry.
Yeah, they sorry, but put them on the floor. Put them on the floor. That a nigga hit somebody for a second. Hit a nigga. At least JR hit a nigga in 2015.
Something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At least he hit a nigga, knocked the nigga out. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? He got
man.
suspended, but I mean, whatever.
Fuck them Cavs. Man.
Well, whatever. It's basketball, baby.
All right. Playboy.
How was your week?
Playboy, how was your week, bud?
My week was
Go hit a nigga or something. God damn it. At least pinch the bitch.
Something,
at
nigga.
least pinched the bitch. Oh man.
No, go ahead.
My week was eventful. Make a long story short, Wednesday at like 7:30, I started having palpitations,
Oh, man.
sharp pains in my chest. So I was rushed to the emergency.
Oh, shit.
Went there. They thought I had possibly a heart attack. They took tests. I was in there for a minute. I'm not trying to scale it up, but it wound up being some other shit that I'm lacking because of the blood pressure medication that I'm taking. So it's depleting certain things in me by taking the medication. To be specific, it's depleting my potassium.
Yeah. So do you go see other real quick? I'm sorry to jump in.
No, go ahead.
No, what I'm saying, I'm glad they caught it because what my doctors did was prescribe me like vitamin D and the sodium bicarbonate, some shit. Yeah. Like they prescribed me stuff to offset what they knew I was going to be deficient in. But I had to go see like 3 or 4 different specialists though.
Yeah. Somebody had to remind me that when I first started taking medication, blood pressure medication, that I actually was prescribed a potassium pill to go with it. I don't remember it. So I never got it because the specific blood pressure pill depletes my potassium. So basically the palpitations and the pain I was feeling was shit working extra hard because of the fact that my shit is supposed to be here, but it's down here. So I stayed about half the day in there from like 8:30 in the morning to about 3:34. IVs, the nurse fucked me up. My arm, you could probably see it, still bruised. She was fighting to try to find a vein, even with a goddamn X-ray thing, and still couldn't get it right. So
too much swelling,
blood. It was crazy. So that happened Wednesday. Got back to work Thursday. Everything was fine. On top of that, my daughter had surgery on Friday.
Yeah, you did say she got some surgery. Yeah.
So she had surgery on Friday. Thank goodness everything was cool and she okay. Her surgery was supposed to begin around like 9:30, 10 o'clock, but it wound up not getting started till 11. But she's okay. So it was weird. Weekend went great. Everything, kind of curtailed to the right direction. But as far as that, I mean, the week period, I know different people too that I've been talking to throughout the week just had everybody been saying this week just been weird as fuck.
This was a weird ass week.
But like I said, it ain't nothing major, but I went through just hospital experiences this week. So that was pretty much my week. Other than that, right now I feel great and everything is cool. Everybody doing okay.
You know what? I will say, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm done.
I just one thing I did. Well, no, I'll wait till I'm done because I know y'all's maybe it's a little bit heavier.
Go ahead.
I mean, seriously, y'all stuff might be a little bit heavier. So, I mean, mine was just a little.
Well, go ahead. But if it's heavier, then go ahead and do yours then. Because mine going to be twists and turns. Nigga.
Yeah, well, I mean, I will say, this week I did, y'all may get mad when y'all going to flame at me or whatever, but I smoked some meat this weekend.
What?
You smoked some who?
I smoked some meat this weekend.
Anyway, let me tell you. Wow. See, Donovan Mitchell.
It was like.
But no, I want to get a smoker, bro. I'm thirsty for a smoker.
I used my offset smoker for the first time, and it's just
how long did you smoke the meat? Fuck it, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it was just a wing, so it was just a couple hours. But see, you got to really know how to get the fire when you want it and stuff like that or whatever. I got some
do that shit like 1 to 17 degrees.
Yeah, it's tough. So I got some hickory logs at home or what I use with some wings on Friday. Man, I'm going to the other side. I asked Carlisha. I said, hey. We was kid free this weekend. I said, hey, you want to live on the wild side? I want to smoke some meat. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Whoa.
Hey. Hey.
I'm trying, but he said I want to go to the other side.
Hey,
you
man.
want to live on the wild side.
Bruh. Every now and then you got it. I'm telling you. You
got to spice up the relationship.
But no, it came out okay. And I made a hot honey bourbon sauce to put on the wings. So it was pretty good. You just got to get used to it though, man. It's getting your fire going and then learning how to maintain it and all that stuff. That's the tough part. But yeah, it's brisket and all that stuff is gonna be a whole nother monster, man. I'm light years away from. But wings and ribs and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely be getting out there trying to do that. But yeah. So I did put that to use this weekend.
That's what's up.
I will say that much. So that's like we were kid free. So we just we did that on Friday and then we went out to dinner yesterday just to get out the house a little bit. The weather's been nice. Thank goodness the weather's been nice. So yeah, thankfully I'm glad you doing better, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
glad you doing better because it's like we don't really be testing a ton during the week no more or whatever. So man, glad you doing better. I know you had mentioned when you was giving me a cut that your daughter was having surgery. So glad that went good and stuff.
Yeah, she cool. Everything cool. Yeah, she's straight, man.
Yeah. Yep. But Dev, how was your week?
Yes.
All right, nigga, buckle up for this shit. So how do I want to start this shit? Something that don't have nothing to do with the week, but it's gonna come back around. Mm-hmm. Everything's okay. Just because you just brought it up. My mom had surgery on Monday. She had knee surgery though, but she's in Wisconsin. Mm-hmm. So me and my aunts was kind of not going at it, but talking last week. I was trying to get off, couldn't get off to get up there. You know what I'm saying? It was weird at the job spot, and plus it was testing.
And y'all do got more family out there, right?
Yeah, her whole family.
Okay.
So they just needed somebody to be there at the hospital or whatever on Monday when she got her surgery. But I'll come back around to that. All right. So whatever. Y'all remember the shit I was talking about earlier in the year at the school with the weird dude who got caught at, you know what I'm saying, on the bus when the police came. You know what I'm saying? Like we had to like change CEOs and shit like that. Got weird. You know what I'm saying? They caught him on some I-team. They came in there on some I-team, like caught him in the hotel room with the yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so we ended up having to switch CEOs beginning of the year. And so we've been going through a transition. It was going through a transition all year. So they're changing what is going to be going, like the structure of the school for next year. Like how it's 2 deans or whatever it is, 2 deans of instruction. They're changing to like an assistant principal, coach. They're like changing the structure. So different people need to have different qualifications now to work there. So I started early, like, you know what I mean? Like applying for stuff. You know what I'm saying? I also, another part to the story, back in, when you work for a school, you have to automatically pay each check into either SERS, State Education Retirement System, or STRS, State Teacher Retirement System. So SERS and STRS. So last year, for some reason, they had me in SERS, but I wasn't supposed to be. I was supposed to be in STRS. So when they switched it, once you no longer are under SERS, you can then pull. You know what I'm saying? Some of your bread or whatever, invest some of the rest. Keep some of it, whatever the case may be, because you're paying a hefty chunk of your check, every like $400-$500 every week into it. I mean, every time you get paid. So I had applied for that, but I was still working. You know, I'm still working under that. You know, so I couldn't do it. But anyway, get to work on Monday, man. Work through the day. For whatever reason, I'm not even gonna get into it. It's too much speculation. It's too much shit. I don't know. They making changes for next year. They decide they're gonna lay people off.
Damn, for real.
And your boy at the top of the list.
Are you serious?
So let me keep going. So, boom, I get hit with that on Monday. So I get off work and I'm racking my brain, right? So I'm racking my brain. You know, you gotta go home. You gotta tell the missus. You know what I'm saying? You gotta. Damn. But I love this roller coasters. My nigga on the damn part right now. So I'm just sitting. You know, I don't know how y'all are, but when shit like that happens, I'm trying to like figure out
the next move.
Like, am I gonna do unapp? You know what I'm saying? It's hard to get a job for the summer that pays the equivalent
of what your regular
of what you're making. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you get a job and then you're paying to work. You got to put a kid in daycare or whatever, or summer camp, and you got lunch, gas. You're like, nigga, I'm paying to work. You know what I'm saying? Like once I get through with bills and shit and all the extra stuff I got to do in order to go to work, I'm paying to work. So for like 2-3 days, trying to figure this shit out. So, you know, first of all, I got to give Leah first before I even talk about my mother. I got to give Leah every single flower in the goddamn garden. Because when they tell you about women speaking life into you, it's not that I was down, because she been wanting me to leave there for a minute because I was stressed. Like, nigga, I would go to work, come home, go right to sleep. Like, 3 out of the 5 days a week. So it wasn't that. It was trying to figure out what's next. You don't never want to not be picking up your end of the couch. You know what I'm saying?
That's just a man.
Yeah, it's a man. So financially we straight. You know what I mean? Mostly because of her, because of what I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? But you still don't want to be like a burden. You don't want to, you know what I mean? But even though you're obviously not, you want the life to continue halfway the same. You know what I'm saying? As much as it can be. So whatever. It's like Tuesday go by, Wednesday go by. You know, I'm calling, making sure everything is in order with different stuff that I you know, had to like clean up edges on. So we started talking about the SERS and the STRS stuff, right? And so I'm like, all right, I'm no longer in a position. Let me go ahead and hit up STRS. I don't want to get in. I'm gonna tell you in a second.
Was it like effective immediately, the layoff?
Oh yeah, it was effective immediately. So with leaders in school, teachers are a part of a not even a union at our school, but like a union. But leaders and teachers who are from agencies.
So it's a place called Maxim that sends teachers. That they can fire you the day of or lay you off that day. Leaders, they can lay you off that day. So administrators. Teachers, you got to go through these different steps in order to, so it's different.
So basically you walked in and they said.
No, I worked all day.
Okay.
So Wednesday hit. It's not even that big. So I'm sitting there like, listen, I got a couple months to figure this out. I had an interview on Wednesday, killed the interview. But it's school job. So that don't start until August. I got a couple other interviews that will start in July. So now I'm like, all right, I got to figure out. I still get paid through May. So all right, I got to figure out June. I got to figure out like half of May and June. And I kind of calculated the money. I'm not going to get into all of it. Whatever. It's a cool number. I'll flash y'all niggas. So, but anyway. So I'm going through different options and shit. And so me and Leah talking, I'm like, yeah, let me just file this third stuff now because I think it takes like 45 days or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So let's file it and I'll be able to get it at some point this summer. You know what I'm saying? I'll like keep
maybe sometime in June it'll come through.
I'll keep a
whatever.
piece of it and you know what I mean? And then I'll invest the rest with Fidelity, what we already got. So I'm like, all right, bet. So this is Thursday morning. I call Stirs. I let them know I'm no longer in a position. They're like, okay, cool. Go online, do your withdrawal situation, and fill out the form. Once we receive the form, it comes through our system. We'll just contact your school, confirm that's the case, and then we'll start processing your, she said it'd take 30, 45 days. So, mind you, I had already did the SIRS shit a minute ago, but they said no because I was still in the position. So then I called SIRS, and I'm like, hey, as of now, I'm no longer in this position. So can y'all, it was like, cool, if you're no longer in a position, just let us contact STIRS. If they confirm you're no longer in that position, then we'll finish your application. And so I'm like, all right, Lee, okay, well, at least, you know what I'm saying, by the time, like, my checks from my school is done, this will be coming in. Nigga, it's like 10 o'clock in the morning. Nigga, I went to McDonald's to pick up, get some food before I went to get Mackenzie.
Already processed.
Leah called me, nigga. I'm like, it's $6,000 in the bank.
Yeah.
7 hours.
Yeah.
After doing the application.
7 hours.
Won't he do it, man?
Yeah.
That was every piece of money I needed for the summer.
Yep.
I'm not gonna say the full amount, nigga. Put it this way. I'm about 60% of what you got a couple years ago. Is what's coming.
Yeah.
In May.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
Around Houston time. Remember?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
So I'm sitting here and I'm racking my brain for 3 days. First of all, that is, people talking about the universe, that's God, bro. Because I prayed about a month and a half ago. I don't know if y'all ever, I don't know how y'all handle that situation, but I pray. I pray every night on some like simple prayer, like a prayer I pray every night. Every now and then I'll pray something specific. And about a month and a half, 2 months ago, I prayed for clarity with my job. And then but I remember when I got done, I'm like, I hate doing those. Not really hate. Because at that point, it's out your hands and you don't know how he going to do it.
Right.
And when he did it, I'm trying to figure this out for 2 or 3 days after Monday, and I couldn't figure it out. But that's because I wasn't supposed to figure it out.
Right.
So I'm sitting there. I'm in this McDonald's parking lot in drive-thru. I'm like, I got like tears of joy, not because I lost my job. And I have another job in July, August.
Right.
And I'm not mad that I'm not love him to death, but good luck, y'all.
So you don't think they thought you was crying because you was getting that McDouble?
You know what I'm saying? Like this
The McDouble be hit
nigga was so
sometimes.
excited about these nuggets.
That 20 piece.
But
the McRib is back.
The McRib is back, nigga.
Yeah.
So you go from like not knowing to like,
Yeah.
nigga, y'all just gave me a 3-month paid vacation.
Yeah.
In overpaid vacation. You go from, when they be talking about cup runneth over, it's like,
It worked out exactly
dog.
the way it was supposed to. And like you said, and I'm a firm believer, although, we all sinners or whatever, but I'm a firm believer in God. And the reality is, bro, you prayed about it and left it and said, I'm not leaning on my own understanding. I'm giving it to you.
Yes.
So we going to scriptures now?
We can't, listen.
Real talk.
The way I am, man, for
bruh,
real,
I'm telling
man.
you, man. I've had situations
Because that's the key. That's the key. My bad. The key to all of this is not because like Branson, he like, you know what? By the end of June, that's where my head was at. I'm like, by mid-June or something, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll be okay, man. I'm telling you, so that means everybody at SIRS, nobody had a day off, nobody went to lunch early, nobody at STIRS, everybody answered the phone, everybody at Huntington answered the phone. You can't return milk and get that money back in your account in 7 hours. Who released that money in 7 hours? God, bro.
It is kind of insane. It is kind of insane. I could buy something right.
Get anything.
We can buy something on the show right now.
You wouldn't get it.
And then be like, you know what? I don't need this shit no more. And by the time they be like, okay, it's gonna take 5 to 7 business days.
You get it Thursday.
At the very least.
It was almost like I needed that clarity, and it was like the finishing of the clarity, and then once that happened, I can't even describe the weight.
Yeah,
that lifted. I can't even. I wish I could put it into human words, and I don't have them. The weight that lifted and the kind of disbelief of you being like, it's over. Hey. It was almost like the Cavs winning the championship. I can't explain it, man.
We all go through stuff, right? But you know what? This is a breakthrough, man. I'm gonna tell you why. It feel good, don't it? It feel good, don't it? I'm gonna keep it 100. Mm-hmm. You brought up the Houston situation. Mm-hmm. Before that situation, previously, my entire family was going through it. My mother, she couldn't get certain stuff. My brothers, my sister, my sibling down in Atlanta, we all was going through it. And I just got a call, like, after
and you like, how much?
2004. We talking about
y'all have been waiting years.
2004 retro. Look, this was happening. You know what my mother did the entire time? Prayed and said, it ain't in my hands. The entire time. She said, it's going to come when it's supposed to come. And the reality is, I do believe in that, man. But I'm happy for you, bro, because the reality is that stress is gone. It's gone. All of that stuff. I can't cuss now. I can't cuss now. But I'm happy for you, bro.
Because that stress really, man, dog. Because it wasn't like between, and the other thing, my mother had surgery, so I'm going back and forth with my aunts because I couldn't take off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could feel the energy. The energy was weird with everybody. It wasn't just me. But you know, I can tell y'all why I think a lot of it has to do with like people make certain, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you go for, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Listen, when I tell you I'm 100 on the I'm not mad at y'all niggas meter at this point. But like, so my mother had surgery, whatever, but the thing was she's older, and because of the surgery, she had knee surgery. They kept her supposed to keep her for 1 day and send her home. They gonna keep her in there for 7, and then send her to rehab for 7 to 10. Mm-hmm. So I end up not even. If I would have went to Wisconsin, I would have just been at her apartment while she was in the hospital.
Yeah, just sitting there, and
then drove back to Cleveland for nothing. Now
I got
the free time. Mm-hmm. Me and Leah end up. You talking about going to? We end up going to the art museum on. Listen, I've been living. We ended up going to this for like COVID again when I was getting paid every 2 weeks. But So we went to the art museum on Friday, and we ended up getting a tour. And the dude was explaining to us like,
hold on, time out. Give me a 20. Give me a 20.
She got him visiting the art.
Hold on. No, not that.
No, I'm joking.
I'm talking about the fact that this nigga shut down the art studio, the art museum, to get a private tour. So the money that came in was very good. Hold on, give me a 20. This nigga shut down the art museum to get a private tour.
But
come on in, Mr. Reed.
Here's your my time, sir. Here's your my time.
You mean you want to draw your own painting right now? Sure, we'll display it. Sure.
He got his own exhibit up there now.
Oh, okay. Okay, the money was good. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. I apologize.
Raphael De La Ghetto. Oh, shit.
Oh, that's funny.
But no, man. But no, the dudes, we did this tour like canvas art, and I've been like nerding out over the last couple of days. So like when I'm gonna go, whenever my mother get out of the hospital and go, I'm gonna just drive to Wisconsin, and I'm gonna probably go to Detroit and go to the art museum. Then I'm gonna get back on the road.
I'll tell you about some shit that happened.
I'm gonna go see her. Then I'm gonna go and leave Wisconsin one day while she cool, like at rehab or something, or appointment with her sisters. And I'm gonna drive to Chicago, go to Chicago's art museum.
It's
Wake
crazy,
up to
man.
Wisconsin.
It's crazy. Dev pulled up here. He had a beret on. I'm like, I'm like, what is this about?
Nigga Dev, no, hold on. The nigga Dev was like, sweet.
Came in with a beret on and shit.
Nigga.
Came in talking about some Cheerio, fella.
Dev was this bitch like,
Man, what is going on around here? Now it all makes sense.
No, it all makes sense.
no, that's what's up, man.
But no, man. Yeah, it was a roller coaster of a week because that initial shock,
Yeah.
and then you got the people. Man, shout out to my homies I used to work with. Man, they sent me text talking about we ride at dawn. They just took man. A couple of them took off for the rest of the week. Like the kids still don't all know because all I did was drop off my computer and keys and left. So all my stuff's still in my office, and all the kids that get sent to the dean's office still got to come to their office. So they don't know that I'm like the rumors are swirling. One of my players FaceTimed me on Friday morning. I ain't answer though because I'm sure he probably found out. Mm-hmm. But it's been a lot. It's been a lot. I'll tell you about the school. Our principal did some dirty, foul stuff to people, man. So I was just the tip of the iceberg of it. But the problem is when people try to do you dirty, if you want, if you in good favor, you'll be all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
oh, yeah, for sure. Take care of you.
you grow up with a mom who prays, the pops who prays. It's kind of hard to, you know what I mean? I guess. Do people dirty in those situations?
And the reality is, at the end of the day, only God know your heart, bro. So regardless of situations and circumstances, He's the only one that know your heart.
And then shout out to my brother, man. I hit him up on Monday because my interview was with Stride, man. And he reached out to the people, to look out for me before the interview, man. So, other people do that all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
You're gonna be good, bro.
So yeah,
you are good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
At this, yeah. So I'm gonna take some of it and still, live, but I'm gonna take the rest of it and invest.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it in a Fidelity account and put the rest of our money, man, and let it collect some interest and let it sit.
I love Fidelity. That's what I go throrough.
Okay, yeah.
With my 401k, I love it.
Yeah, I'm with them too.
So, it's been a crazy week, man. The fact, man, that 10 to 5, that 10 in the morning to 5 p.m. was. Everybody had those testimonies in life that something happens that ain't supposed to happen. It's unexplainable.
Yeah.
That don't make sense. I just couldn't. I'm like, bruh, if I had to return these nuggets right now at McDonald's, I wouldn't get this money till next Monday.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. At the least.
Like, dude.
Hey, man.
So.
And you wouldn't think like a lump sum of money would just be that fast and going like there's no way you think a lump sum like that or whatever.
Never.
I returned something to Amazon and took it to the store and the process and my money to Amazon came back like the next day or something like that. Like a same day thing.
Yeah. That's
crazy. And that is a testament because, bruh, that type shit don't usually happen. Even we talking about like just I ain't got a problem with it because I'm transparent when it comes to shit. Even like with my 401k, if I decide to pull money from my 401k, it's gonna take at least 2 to 3 days.
Yeah,
all of it. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
But to do the same day and the deposit be the same day, that's crazy, bro. That's unheard of.
The only thing I could think of it didn't register to me was if I didn't know that. So maybe it was a 2 to 3 day thing, and with Huntington you get paid 2 days early. So the moment they released the money, they deposit it. That had to be why. And so even when I get paid, like I'm supposed to get paid on the 30th. Monday at 5 o'clock, my money will be in the account.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I can think of is that like they released it that day, but Huntington just deposited it. I don't know, bro.
Bro, you know what? We do know. You just said it from the jump, bro. It's God.
It had to be. I ain't never seen nothing like that before in my life, man. Dog, the amount of stress just went off my shoulders at that point in time, man.
Because the reality is, at the end of the day, and see, you're going to give me the preaching up in here today. Can I preach today?
Can I say a word?
Can I give about a testament today? Mm-hmm. The reality is, man, you know what you're going through. You know what all of us going through, man. Yeah. And when you got, different things, and the thing is, it ain't just that one thing. It's other stuff compounded that you're going through. And the reality is, he know what he doing, man. Bro, like I said, it was a blessing, man.
So it gives clarity. Like I prayed for clarity. Ain't that crazy?
And that's the thing. Like I said, I ain't trying to preach, man.
Yeah.
But the reality is, from my upbringing, as far as when it comes to God and different things, man, that's what you want to do. you want to speak to him specifically in conversation about what's concerning you or your family and different stuff. So that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Yeah.
But the reality is, man, you spoke it, you asked for it, he gave it to you, bro. And that's what it is, man.
So these, you know, I've been procrastinating on a lot of things for a while. So as far as writing and stuff like that this summer, dog.
It's inspiration, man.
What's up, man?
Yeah, sure.
I can't. You don't ask for clarity and then not capitalize on it. So I've asked for it. I've been sitting on stuff for a long time.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting around and I've been watching a lot of, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I know I'm a grown man, but I love stories. Okay.
Yeah,
So I've been watching.
Yeah.
I've been watching a couple of. Oh fuck! I watched Set It Up. Finished that today. I'm watching Purple Hearts right now. It's a good one. It's good though. So they both on Netflix. There was another one on Netflix I watched that was good as hell. Anyone But You. That was good as hell too.
I was just talking about that with Carissa last night. That's the one with
the
white guy and Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah.
There's a lot of rumors about they were dating when they were shooting and whatever stuff. Yeah.
It was a good movie, man. So I've been watching them, and it's been put. But between that and then trying to like figure out, I'm like, maybe I ain't gonna play no video game, man. I'm like, this is time to write, so I'm about to write like crazy, man, like crazy. Yeah, so it's just it gives me. I get up, drop the kid off, go to the gym, come home, and it's 8:15, and it's like, all right, So between writing and then my obligations with football, man, it's gonna be be able to have a little bit of freedom this summer, man, and stop with the stress. I was stressed, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Anybody would be stressed though.
Yeah.
I mean, at the job, love the kids to death,
and
love them, bro. Yeah. I'm still doing their graduation video. I'ma still pull up to they prom when they go to their prom. I'm pull up to the venue and see them when they walk in. I'm gonna go to graduation. I love them kids to death, man. But the job,
yeah, for sure, man.
And then the job that I interview for is work from home. It's truly virtual. Yeah. I got a business meeting a month in Columbus. You know what I mean? I got 6 events a year that I have to do over across the state, and that's it. It's truly virtual. Mm-hmm. And that's where I'm at now. Hopefully everything, we got to still finalize money and everything with it, so hopefully everything works out there. If not, there's a couple other options I got too around the city.
They made an offer already?
So they got to go through finance to make sure they can get it. So
that's what's up. That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up. These the adult conversations that we have on this pod sometimes that I truly enjoy. A lot of times, people tune into podcasts because they want varying levels of entertainment or whatever they find entertaining or whatever. But it's something to be said about when you're talking to people who are like you, who are going through things or living life the same way you live life. They're just talking about the way they live in life or whatever. So, I enjoy these types of conversations. It's just
you start realizing how we all. Like you talk about your 401k, and my state teacher stuff. You don't realize you get to this point. Like my mind was still. I was more stressed because my mind was still stuck in like 28-year-old me. Like if that would have happened at 28, you go get a job at Home Depot.
Mm-hmm. You just do what you got to do.
You do what you got to do.
Yeah. What you still would do now to make some money, but it's like if you had to.
If you had to.
But you got, I guess, you could call it a nest egg.
Yes.
Something like if you had to do it, if you had to go touch it, it's
there.
It's there.
And and that's an option for us. And it took me 48 hours to get there. It took me 48 hours. And then that thing canceled out other stuff because ain't no unimp when you're doing that.
Now, if you want to pull it out and put it in the rubber bands, I'll put it in my...
you put it in?
I got a safe place.
Shit, I got one too. Hollow out a little mattress.
You know
hollow it out a little bit.
I won't touch it.
You know what I mean?
God, I won't touch it.
So, but you start looking at that, man. Like even with that, you can pull out. Like I don't want to give too many people secrets. I don't say who I got it from, but cause shout out to Leah. She's very money conscious when it comes to different stuff. So the money saved is thumbs up. You know what I mean? In Fidelity already. But another person in my life was talking to me about some of the things they did in purchases. They pull out, you can pull out lines of credit against your, you know what I mean? And so that's how people go and they'll purchase a car cash and then they'll own it. And then you pay back to your 401k.
You know what's weird though? There are varying levels of the way 401k works. Because like I can't remember if Corliss is through Fidelity also or not. But like with mine, if I pull something out of mine, like let's say I take
don't pull it out. Don't pull it out.
No. Let's say I do a loan on mine that I'm going to pay back.
Okay.
Let's say I do a loan on mine. I only could do one.
Yeah.
If I have hers, she can do like 2, 3, 4 at one time. Not mine.
One time. Yeah, you only do
not
one
mine.
at a time.
And then mine also, if I do it, it goes back out. Like I have to set up payments through my bank. Like it goes out straight from my bank. Other people, it might come out of their check or something like that. Mine is strictly. I got to make that payment. But so it's like it's varying levels of I guess however people's plans are between your employers or whatever. But But we don't pay attention to a lot of those different things.
I do my research, a lot of research. I'm poor. I'm the poor one out of the group. All right.
Please, I'm the one. Bro, I was eating crackers in the car when I got here. What are you talking about?
You have two options when it comes to Fidelity and 401k. Loan.
Yeah.
Hardship withdrawal. You provide paperwork. You can take out the money. It's not a loan you paying back.
Yeah, no, it's yours. It's yours. I mean, it's already your money. But
if y'all need documents, let me know.
But no, I know. Nigga, if you need documents, let me know. But the thing was, I had documents. Oh, another part to it, man. You talked about someone tying it all up.
Yeah.
You talking about the medical side.
Yeah.
You know, I got my own medical stuff I'm dealing with, and so I'm sitting there racking my brain. And it's another thing with having a woman who's not flappable in these situations on your side is humongous, bruh. Because 9 times out of 10. Males don't tend to go to our woman and be like, oh my God, I need, you know what I mean, whatever. But like I'm sitting there and I need to be able to go get medicine and go to the doctor like next week. And so I'm like, well, shit, I'll just do the COBRA insurance. You know what I'm talking about? But the COBRA, I didn't realize like I pay 17% and my employer pays 83%. So you can keep the COBRA. All COBRA is them being like, yeah, you can keep it. You got to pay $100 though.
Right.
Yeah, pay for it.
So while you pay $122 right now, whatever you pay, you got to pay $479, and it's like, oh, okay. But I was gonna do it because I had to. She was like, why don't you just come on mine?
Because you actually, and you could be added because you know.
I'm like,
you could be added because it's a life change. It's something has.
It's all paperwork. All I had to do was hit HR.
All you had to do was show it. Yeah. Now,
can y'all send me the paperwork?
We were just talking about insurance stuff or whatever. Literally, we were having this conversation earlier in the week about some stuff or whatever, and like, and who's covered with what. And hers went up. Her health insurance went up. And it's higher now. But we can't add her to mine technically right now because we got married last year, and I needed to do it within 30 days, and we weren't thinking about it during that whole.
You gotta
wait
to open enrollment probably.
Yeah. You know, and so now I gotta wait to open enrollment. But even when I do, hers is different. Like hers is from like June to like May or whatever. But ours is like the regular calendar year. So it's like no matter what, whenever we make this switch, it's gonna be a 6-month gap that either I'm not covered going to yours or y'all not covered coming to mine. And mine is cheaper, so y'all probably come to mine right now because I'm with the hospital system.
So they both wouldn't be covered
for 6 months. But we should have did it last year because the wedding stuff. We should have done it right.
Would losing insurance be a hardship?
It would be if she loses it, other than not just giving it up, though. I think.
Damn.
I think.
You see, the cool part about my,
I think.
I don't know if it's because of the nature of my job or the contract that we got. I can add anybody to my insurance at any time. So if I was to get married tomorrow, I could go put my wife.
Of course. Yeah. That was simple.
But the cool part about my insurance too is I only pay.
Playboy funny.
I only pay one fee. So what I pay right now for myself, I can pay that for my son.
Yeah, that nigga. You might have that shit like we had at the county. Yeah. My insurance was free. Working for the city of Cleveland, the only plus is insurance. I don't know if y'all hear me.
Yeah.
You go to Metro, it's free. We had McKinsey for $5. It cost us $5 to pay Metro, and she was there for 3 days.
Yeah.
Everything else, every prenatal, everything is free.
Yeah.
Medicine, everything is free.
Yeah,
Get a job with the county.
There's
you know what?
There's a job out there that's there's a job in the city right now that somebody sitting here may or may not have applied for.
Yes, sir. I saw your thing the other day, or somebody's thing.
But yeah, I see Leah said that she wrote her 401k over to a Roth IRA. Roth IRA is one of those terms, and I know on Facebook because I've been trying to switch back and forth. I know Toya was over there, and I know she's a big finance person. I really want to find out what's more information on a Roth IRA because I see a lot of people use that term, and I'm like, all right, what's the advantages of having a Roth IRA? And I've seen people that say they have a 401k and a Roth IRA. Now, and hell, I wish Titan was in there too because Titan's big on that shit too. But I really want to know what the difference is between like the 401k and a Roth IRA, and like people, and for the people who have both, because people speak really highly of the Roth IRA. And I'm like, so is this something we should be looking? Because hell, now that I think about it too, I think Corlicia's putting money in a Roth and her 401k. So I was like, I really want to know like what's the advantages of both of them. And these are those types of things in life that we don't get these education on. Again, as black people in our communities or whatever, when it comes to life experiences, we don't have people. Our parents probably didn't do it. But they probably had, obviously they have 401ks, and they were old enough. They probably had pensions too. Because even at UH right now, I still have a pension also that we're paying into. Yeah. But you know, we don't get that thought or that education about, because I started my 401k way too late in life, to be honest. But I was one of the people that's like, oh man, I need every dime I need, and you know, you're trying to, but it's like you got to put that money away. I started my 401k way too late in life. So it's like I really want to know, like with the Roth IRA, like what's really those advantages of it, like those benefits and stuff like that, because I see that a ton right now. So that's something I really probably need to really dig into.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's one of those things.
Yeah, so it's been a
busy week.
It's been a busy week, bro. But you know, you come out of it with clarity, with supreme clarity, with zero questions. And I'm sitting here and Dan, now I know Leah listening. I have to go. See somebody. I got to go see a man about a horse. She asked me a question at some point earlier today, and I got to go pick something up tomorrow. It may or may not be for her, but I got to go holler at one of my old. I got to go holler at Thompson.
Does it come in pounds or ounces?
You know, nah. I didn't bring that up earlier in the week. I'm like,
Brand said, there may or may not be somebody that can move that for you in this room.
Listen, it had to be like Tuesday or Wednesday. It had to be like Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm thinking about doing something. I'm thinking about all kinds of stuff. I'm like, maybe I can do something under the table. And I can see something in her face like, what you mean under the table? She immediately thought I was talking about selling dope. I know it. I saw it. I heard it in her tone.
Pound,
I said,
ounce,
I'm talking about like cutting grass or something, man. Yeah. I'm not talking.
You know, I saw you post like, can somebody come and like do a lawn or something like that?
Our fucking lawnmower ain't working, man.
Okay, that's what that was about. Okay, all right, yeah.
Oh, you thought I was?
Yeah, because you
put my resume out to the public.
Hey, man, hey.
No, that was post information.
The real green.
No, that was post information. I was straight because he dude came on Friday. It's a cool dude. But yeah, man. So it's been a long, you know, it's been a long week, man.
Can I add this too before we move on? One of the biggest things I took out of this whole entire thing, as far as your week, is the fact that you mentioned your poetry and your, you know, different screen stuff and different. You've been saying
for a long
time that you wanted the opportunity and time to do it.
Hell, you got a whole script that you finished that you ain't did a ton with.
I'm not even finished with it yet, though.
To be honest,
but
I'm not finished with it.
Okay, I thought it was like
I'm happy
done.
about that. Yeah. That's your craft. That's you.
Yeah.
That's your craft. You know how they say, man, don't betray your craft, man. And I'm speaking for myself as well when it comes to different things that I'm good at, or things that's a passion. Not even you know what I mean?
So it's for me it's the residential joint that I've been working on, man.
Yeah. Oh, Titan is in there. Okay.
In my head. You know what I'm saying? So it's time to put pen to paper or fingers to keyboard and build out the story over the next week or two. And then go ahead and hit the script writing software and get it going. But I got to get this story out. I need to build tension. I need to build character. So I'm gonna get this out. But the tension ain't gonna be hard to build, man. I might come in here one day and do I might come in here and do like a. They've been trying to do them. We used to do them on IM 216 Radio. It was something I came with called Sessions. where we would go on and we would talk a little bit, and like we did like 5 of them. Where I think Sheikah did one, Famine did one, AP did one, where they would come in and record an actual session, but we would be live on the radio. Mm-hmm. So we would talk first, interview, and then I would start hit record, and they would start recording their session, and we would edit and talk through for about an hour or two. So I think I want to come in here and just talk about the first part of this script that I'm writing. I'm gonna start writing out this week. And like, I don't know if you remember, Jamie Foxx was talking about doing the Mike Tyson movie, and he did this breakdown of what the beginning of the movie was going to look like. Mm-hmm. And he was talking about the sounds of the gloves hitting the bag, like, and he was talking like, I have the initial first 5 minutes in my head, and so I would love to like describe it to see what, you know what I mean, right. And put it out there, see what people think, because the rest of it is too much information from my time at Belfair, at the county. Like, I'm trying to think of a show. You'll probably never watch The Shield. You'll watch The Shield or like even Power Book Ghost does it. Who else does it? The Wire did it, where you would have not only the police station in the show, you would also have the lawyer's office in the show. You would have the forensic people. The ed department would be in the show. You would have the interrogation room. You would have intense interrogation scenes. All of these. So you would have like, so The Shield was basically like, let me give you First 48, Law and Order, Criminal Minds, the Hooded Show, The Wire, and let's ball it all up and make one show. Mm-hmm. So you would have these intense, like Criminal Minds parts of the show where they would be dissecting unsubs. And you would have these intense interrogation room scenes like you was watching Law and Order. But they will all be one show. That's why I love The Shield so much. But like, when you think about the shit that I'm getting, I'm able to incorporate all of those aspects into one show. So the residential, is about the residential facility, but what was these kids' background? You can incorporate the social work world, the hood school world, everything all into one. The hood, everything about it. Everything all into one show. You know what I'm saying?
And kind of telling their stories.
And telling their stories.
Yeah, I got you.
And man, it's whatever. Yeah. I don't want to give too much away. Yeah. But it is one. I ain't gonna give too much away. All I'm gonna say is this: that Taco Bell on the corner of Euclid and Terrace has been inspiring me for about 15 years, and I didn't know until I started writing scripts. Because, just put it this way, because of the enclosed way you are when you're in that drive-through, you can't get out.
I can't stand it. Somebody finally said it.
That's Taco Bell.
And I've been feeling it for years.
Listen.
You know what's another one?
So the put it this way, the opening scene incorporates a full line at Taco Bell and every car getting robbed.
It is the Alcatraz of Taco Bells.
Mm-hmm. You know what it is too? You ever been in the rallies at Mayfield and
yes, it's the same shit.
Same shit.
So imagine
once you in line, don't change your fucking mind.
I'm not gonna get too. So imagine if two black vans pulled up, niggas hopped out at the front and the back of that line with straps. It's over.
Please,
it's over.
You right.
It's curtains.
You right though.
Especially at nighttime.
It's curtains.
Y'all know what I'm talking about? When you hit the window,
but imagine
the order, and you go in that little corner.
Yeah, it's over.
It's it. It's a wrap.
It's like,
but imagine if it was daytime and some people got their kids in the back. Some people on the phone having business. Anyway, I'm not going to get into it. Yeah. But the bug has bitten me this weekend.
Yeah.
I am getting to somebody's creek and or waterfall and or beautiful landscape this week, and I'm going to pull my laptop out, this one in particular, and I'm going to start writing.
I gotta say too, people gotta stop. We gotta stop bullshitting, man. Like, I'm glad you about to hop into the idea. I got a whole outline. I ain't gonna say a whole outline, but I started putting an outline together for something that's in my mind for the. I don't know. Remember we talked about things before. Like I had a whole idea based off of like the play off the Unsung show, but talked about the podcast experience and based it off of what we've been through. And I got a whole a whole outline at home about some stuff that I'm like, all right, it can be a story that turns into something, and I don't know what it could be.
So we gotta have.
But it's a goddamn outline of something that it's like, all right, maybe I should just be at some point being like, well, it's almost like what I was just saying to you before. Before when we come here, we were talking about Amanda Seales and stuff like that. It is just like, but it's just, just getting active with some stuff where maybe
we gotta have a brainstorming session. I mean, no pun intended, but that's usually what sit around, talk about the shit, and figure out what's next.
You know what I want to do? Since we being creative, you know what I've been thinking about doing? I've never shared with nobody. What they call the things when you got the? It's more like animation.
Still want to make anime porn?
No. Touche, nigga. Touche. Nigga, I've been inspired. I want to do. I feel like
what they call.
I've always. Right.
Fucked up.
I feel like I've always been unique in a way with just the stuff I've been through. I want to do. I don't want to say voiceover. Not a voiceover, but I want to narrate different stories, but have it in animation. So different experiences and things that I've been through, like different tales. When we talked about Playboy Chronicles, I want to have a story for each thing that's animated, but I'm talking while it's going on and having other people as the characters in different shit.
Can I say some shit? That's dope as fuck. Can I say BET fucked up one of my?
It popped in my mind. You in the show about the songs. I thought it was
it
VH1.
Up, man.
I thought it was VH1 that did it.
I thought BET did the shit, man. They did it so wrong, man.
That don't mean you can't do it and do it better.
Yeah, I want to do it right, man. I want to do it right. I want to take them songs and make them real, man.
Yeah.
God, dog, somebody had the idea and they fucked it up.
Because that can easily be, in today's day and age, it can be something that you shoot and put out in a small clip on social media. And fuck all the other shit. It's going to go viral for what it is. I mean, it's what everybody's doing on social media right now. Desi Banks is eating off of his clips.
Yeah. He do throwback clips and shit, too.
I mean, all types of stuff. I mean, people is eating off of this stuff. So, I mean, it's just... It's just a matter of we're people that we are of an age. Again, we were talking about the whole Amanda Seales thing. I'm like, we the same age and like that, whatever. We're people of a certain age where we have different things going on where we don't get the time to just sit there and be like, you know what? I can dedicate this many hours to this because it's like, all right, if you got a 9 to 5, that's already 8 hours, 9, 10, depending on your commute.
That's why this whole shit is such a blessing, man.
Yeah.
This is a blessing, and I got to embrace the blessing, man. I can't let this blessing pass. This is a blessing. Like, because others don't have that opportunity. Not even the person who spoke life into me, and I got to give credit to for getting me out of that mind state, which is Leah, man. Every flower in the world belongs to her, man, because she kept positive words in my ears for 48 hours.
Right.
And it wasn't nothing crazy going on. It was just I was not in the right mind space. And even I got to be delicate because her positivity is what helped me persevere, which has now created a situation where I got blessed from the man above. It ain't got nothing to do with me. And now I have the opportunity to be able to indulge in those things y'all talking about and really see what I can do with some real commitment to writing. What can I do?
Right.
You know what I mean? I got to be conscious and understand that that's a blessing. Not everybody has and so I got to be delicate with it, but be strong about it and write and don't pussyfoot around about it, but understand that everybody don't have that blessing.
Yeah, and that's the crazy part too. Sometimes we don't. Different people go through it, but sometimes we don't even realize when it's a situation where you ask for something and you given the opportunity, you just not recognizing it and following through on what you asked for. Yeah, like for real. Like this is what you asked for. This your opportunity.
Real talk.
I'm not saying
no,
that
it is. No, you for real.
It can never come about again.
It probably won't in that frame.
When it's your moment.
In that moment, you got to be like, all right, this is happening right now.
Yeah.
And you gotta embrace the moment. It's what all the great athletes talk about. All the great everybody who, you know what I mean. Whether you Barack Obama, whatever the case may be, you got to realize that the moment is happening. You got to realize the moment is happening.
Like
the
you
reality
mentioned
is,
the
I'm
Barack.
sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm gonna say real quick. And the reality is, when it comes to moments, you never know when that next moment gonna
Yeah,
come.
you never know.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned Barack. Like Barack didn't really know he was gonna run in the 07. Getting elected in 08 or whatever it was, when he got elected. He didn't know he was gonna do it. It seems like Michelle knew it before him. Like when I read the books and all this stuff like that, but it seems like Michelle knew it before him because she never really wanted to be in politics, and she kind of knew. All right, he ran for Senate, he made the Senate seat or whatever, and it's like, and she like even when he's somehow maybe thinking about running, she's like, you win at everything or whatever. Like she kind of knew it was coming or whatever, and that's one of those things again with the almost going to the Leah thing where it's like where you got this woman behind you sometimes, and it's like they know before you know sometimes, and they speak that shit into you even before you know it or whatever, or give you that power, and you don't even know it sometimes.
You don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know we're going to get into the Amanda Seales shit real quick. I want to get into something real goofy.
Go ahead. No, go. Yeah.
Real quick. I want to get y'all opinion on this. My brain has been all over the place, but I am firm on this, and I might judge you niggas different if you have a different opinion. I'm just telling you. I'm just letting you know right off the bat where my head at. All right. So,
watch me be the nigga that be.
This only applies to if you're alone. It only applies to if you're alone. Not right now. Y'all are okay. But if you are alone and you sit on the couch, I don't trust you. If you don't at some point in the first 20 minutes lay on that motherfucking couch, if you are like this for 2 hours, I don't trust you.
Let me explain something.
Okay,
Why the fuck you ain't laid down, nigga?
Okay.
Every time I come sit on either one of these couches,
It's late time, nigga. If you don't tell me your arm is up on the back of that motherfucking couch brainstorm, I don't trust you, nigga. I was sitting on the couch the other day, and I'm sitting there in the middle of the day, no job like Tommy, watching fucking judge shows, and I'm like, I'm about to lay down.
No,
and why not?
Right.
So
what I
want
you for laying down.
What I wanted to ask was like, what are we like? If I'm sitting here like this, that's the thing. But if I got something in front of me that I don't put my feet up on, if I put my feet up on it, it's
ottoman. An ottoman is
a table.
That's
or
a
whatever.
half late. A table is weird. It ain't soft enough.
But if you just put your feet
Why
up,
you
on,
don't want to get comfortable, nigga?
I'm chilling. My feet is up.
You know what?
My feet is up. I am comfortable.
I'm trying to remember. I don't think I've ever seen you lay down.
I don't think brainstorming.
Y'all done came into the studio and I'd have been asleep on the couch before. Come on, man. Come on.
I'm just
fucking with
sitting
Call
there.
me a sociopath up in this bitch.
I'm sitting there and I'm like, if a nigga by himself and ain't laying down, I don't know if I trust
Nigga, I've had great naps on these couches. Nigga.
Fuck even napping. Nigga, you better nigga act like y'all don't watch TV like this.
No, I mean, like, if you sitting straight up on the couch for like a long period of time,
2 hours?
You don't hold me off of what's the last season? A
Raising
Canaan.
Kanan?
A Canaan.
Raising
You my nigga on Canaan.
Where
You
my
know what I'm saying?
Cheerios, bitch?
Yeah, you that
right.
nigga right there.
Every time I come up here, if I'm this couch or that couch, I'm just like this, nigga.
You got to.
Yeah.
You got
Y'all remember the old studio?
Mm-hmm.
Every fucking day before work, nigga, I used to go sleep
You go to
in
see what
there.
that?
Yeah.
I just couldn't.
Literally.
I'm
So,
sitting
man,
there. I'm like,
I'm with you on that one. But if it's a table, you just be like, all
a
right, I'm
table
sitting
is
up.
a table. I can.
And
I
I got my feet up. But if you sitting up like this,
nigga, feet on the floor.
if you sitting like this for like more than 20 minutes or
20
so, whatever.
minutes, something wrong with you, bro. I don't know if I
Yeah.
trust you, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
I'm like, you straight, bro? Did you just eat or some shit like that?
you expect the company, nigga. What's your intentions?
You got a gun under your lap? What the fuck is wrong? You about to kill me?
Right, like looking at
Why
that
you
nigga like
got attention, motherfucker?
Yeah, that's a little weird.
I'm sorry. That just crossed my mind,
just
my
get the-
weird ass mind the
no,
other day,
you
man.
get talking to them like, nigga, why you ain't comfortable? You comfortable, nigga?
Yeah,
Cool.
no, I get you. That's weird.
You required to lay down. You gotta lay down.
You gotta
man.
lean. You gotta
lean, chill,
lean to the
feet
left
up.
or
That's a
right,
good
something.
one. That's
I
a
don't,
good
I
one.
don't care if you on the couch Indian style. So you
Nigga,
got-
exactly. You gotta,
You said Indian
Yeah,
you gotta
you
get
can
your
sit
feet off the floor, fam.
yeah, your feet can't be on the floor no more.
Why is your heels on the floor?
Your
Right.
feet can't be on the floor no more at all.
I
Oh,
don't
that's
think I've ever sat here just eating by myself. Just
Yeah,
like
I
this.
had to think about it. I'm like, if I ever caught a nigga sitting, I wouldn't trust that nigga.
Right.
Even if you got a recliner, you got to pop that recliner bottom
Right.
up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You got to do it.
I
So,
agree.
all right,
I
man.
agree.
know that's crazy shit.
We are in agreement.
But
Definitely in agreement on that one.
I watched the entire Amanda Seales
That's what we
interview.
talking about.
That-
Yeah,
I ain't want to. We ain't getting to. Full disclosure for anybody listening to the pod or watching the pod, we didn't discuss our weeks before
But we did
the pod. We wanted to talk about him on the show. So I had time because that nigga brainstorm made the little comment like, "Shit, I can't get."
You did go through the whole. Now it makes sense. You watched the whole 3-hour interview.
I watched the whole 3 hours.
Yeah. Now it makes sense.
I cooked and was watching it. Then I went back down. And, but I ended up watching the whole Amanda Seales, Shannon Sharpe interview first before we get into this stuff. Shannon Sharpe is just naturally one of the best interviewers,
which is weird because I feel like that sometimes you don't be wanting because I guess it depends on the situation. I remember talking about the dude from Hot Ones. I remember like, oh, I really like the way he interviewed. He was like, man, that nigga don't interview good. It's just the wings that's making it whatever this that. But now you like so okay.
I like Shannon because Shannon you ever talk to a nigga who make you feel like he give a fuck about what you say? He makes them feel like they give a fuck. He gives a fuck about what they say in the entire interview. And he's like, it's almost like he asks questions based off either what they just said or what's gonna push the conversation forward. He's just good at it, man. And he challenges motherfuckers without bias, which is probably arrogance, but like she was giving pushback. She was telling stories. He was giving pushback. Yeah. He gonna make you re-explain yourself.
And clarify it.
He gonna make you clarify some shit.
Okay.
Because she was trying to just throw that everybody don't fuck with me narrative into the world. And that nigga was like, well, what if, you know what I'm saying? Like, slow down, man. Slow the fuck down.
Yeah. Yeah. So for people, people can't be under a rock.
We've had this argument before.
Yeah. People can't be under a rock. But Amanda Seales was Tiffany, I think, on Insecure. I think that was her character. So she was dating the light skinned dude with the glasses. You know, they had the baby. I think towards the last season on that show. But Amanda Seales is a very, 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 very talented human being. Let's get that out there. She's very talented. She's in that. She's not a Jamie Foxx, but she's in that talent in that space of she acts, she sings, she does all these different things. A lot of people didn't know. I mean, I remember having a conversation with Corlicia before, and she was like, "Oh, I didn't know she's in Florida." Yeah, she was in Florida for a while.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, So it's like,
I'm a Martian fan.
But she's, she's told the story previously before about being there, how it didn't work out or whatever.
Whenever Amanda would talk and she wasn't doing a stand up, I wouldn't listen.
Yeah, but she does. She's a comedian, so I mean, so she does all these things. So she's a very talented person. So she was on Club Shay Shay, obviously, and did a 3-hour interview, and
damn.
It was 3 hours. And so Dev watched it, the whole thing.
I had time,
nigga. I've gotten through parts of it. I got through like the first 20-some minutes. And
I'm like, nigga, you ain't watched it all yet? He's like, no, nigga.
Now it all makes sense. I thought he was judging me like, nigga, you got to really sit down, but you got to dedicate yourself, my nigga. And now it all makes sense.
Your life to that interview, nigga.
Yeah, now it all makes sense, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you got to call off work. You know what I'm saying? You got to
work. Or get laid off, nigga. You don't want to get laid off? What's wrong with you?
But again, she's a really smart and intelligent person. She almost falls in line with some of the people we talked about last week when we talked about the whole thing with Angel Reese and stuff, and how sometimes you're just being a little too smart. But anyway, but the first 20 minutes, man, where it's just like I think she's a person that's really smart, but she would grate on you, just as a person. And we all know people like that in life. I mean, like the first time, I was picking apart the first 20 minutes. I mean, she starts about going to college. Well, not going, like, and being in college, like her sophomore year, she was rooming with 7 different women. And she talking about the first day she get there, they done took her name off the door and threw it on the floor or whatever. And it's like, and the first thing I thought was like, oh, you a freshman? Like, why would they do that? Then I started to think, like, no, she said a sophomore. If you're a sophomore, you're living with 7 other women, and they all don't like you, there's a reason 7 other women don't like you. They not just gonna all click up and not like you or whatever, And she's like, well, I finally at some point I talked to them. I said, you know what? Let's take a Friday night. I'm gonna buy a bottle of tequila and we'll take shots. Y'all can tell me why y'all don't like me. And everybody said the same thing about her. Well, you think you a know-it-all. You think you this, or you think you that, or whatever. And it's just like, I felt myself in those first 20 minutes of watching her talk about different things of even being a kid and getting hired at Disney for something like a dance thing or whatever, and the kids calling her nigga and stuff or whatever, and And Shannon's just like, okay, well, obviously those kids, he's basically looking like those kids are racist.
Yeah.
But not Disney. But she wanted him to be like, Disney's racist and the world's racist. It's like, okay, it is. But in your scenario, the kids are racist right now. Whatever. She just was. The first 20 to 25 minutes is a challenge. And let's put this out there. Let's do the 2024 thing. I like Amanda Seales. Well, again, me and Dev, we talked about it. You said you don't like her. I like her. All the stuff in there, whatever.
Okay, I'll wait because I do have a.
But I'm just saying, I like her. Let's do the 2024 thing of putting the disclaimer out there. You have to do that in 2024. I like Amanda Seales. And I was scared to watch this interview because I also like Issa Rae and Insecure or whatever. And I felt like watching this was going to make me be like, all right, I like one or the other.
Yeah.
And I was trying to not do it, but
because this is the thing, real quick.
No, go. Let's just go.
If somebody don't fuck with you, that I fuck with, something wrong with you. And I don't know Issa Rae. I don't know Issa Rae. I'm just talking about in general in life. If it's brainstorm, somebody can be like, man, that nigga Mo a punk ass nigga. Hey, what the fuck wrong with you? Because I know this. Like, what if Mo don't like you? It's for a reason.
Yeah.
Well, probably,
all right, it's a reason.
Right.
And so you can't just hit me with the. If I fuck with you and I know, like I said again, I don't know Issa Rae, but niggas have followed Issa's journey and path as much as we possibly could.
The YouTube channel,
from the YouTube, from everything, and you know niggas hear shit about people in life and. The Issa stories is not Monique or Amanda Seales or whatever. Issa is come on, man. Now, Issa, if Issa didn't want you at that party, it was for a reason.
But see,
but according to her, it wasn't Issa.
It wasn't Issa. Yeah, that's the thing. So that was probably like the most salacious part about the interview because everybody know about the story about.
But then why you not protecting Issa if it wasn't her though?
The only thing I got to say about it, because I seen part of this, but I ain't never watched Insecure or nothing like that. But I'm a good judge of energy. Her energy to me is just combative, and it immediately turned me off. Like, so I can see why people may not fuck with her for real.
Combative
from the person that I am.
Nigga, combative,
you know what I mean?
Combative is a
it just
very good word.
It's very combative and come off as what's the term I want to use?
I don't
want to say documentary.
Yeah. No, she's a know-it-all.
Yeah, she just come off like you're not gonna everything you got to say. I'm gonna come back with something else to say to prove you wrong in what you saying. Type shit. It is just like.
And on top of that, she's for me again. She's a person that if you go through the YouTube comments though on the video, it's a lot of people on her side with a lot of different things.
But you know what I've learned? You know. Real quick. This is the crazy part. I was watching the UCSS. I'm gonna shout them out because Pearl been up here.
Yeah, he has been in the studio.
It's a dope show. It's a UCS Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. But they went to Deshaun Watson's opening of Lefties. First of all, Lefties fire. If y'all have not been there, you're cheating yourself. It is the best cheesesteak in the city.
What's the name of it?
Is
Lefties.
It really? You had it?
Oh, so fucking good.
Where's it at?
It's
Cleveland
on
Heights?
Taylor and Cedar.
So it's like South Taylor?
Taylor and Cedar.
In that little area right there?
It used to be a KFC.
No, exactly what you talking
You know
about.
Across from is that across from high school?
No. It's before the high school.
I'm thinking
before the high school. It's across from the Family Dollar. Anytime Fitness is on the other side of.
I was just up there the other day because I went to GFS. So it's called what?
Keep going down till you hit Taylor. It's called Lefty's Cheesesteaks.
Okay.
So it's pretty good.
Yeah. See, I haven't been in that stretch.
Yeah.
I've been to like the GFS right at Warren
And then
Center
you turn
Road.
around and go
I haven't
back.
been past
Just
there.
go
in that
one
stretch.
more. Just go one more.
Ooh.
But they was talking about the amount of support and the people that was out there to support Deshaun Watson. You would think it was going to be protesters and white men in the reflective sunglasses and Trump hats out there.
The sunglasses
on top of the hat.
Oh yeah.
Going backwards.
That's what the white men do. Yeah.
That's what the white men do.
You would have thought it would have been a gang of them out there like, fuck that boy. But it wasn't. It was like a gang of Browns fans out there supporting. And you like, oh, the squeaky wheel get the oil.
All
These
the time.
niggas really ain't really mad like that.
So is it media?
And who is these people in these comments? And why are they all being steered towards one direction? Because when you go out and see Deshaun Watson in public and they documented, took the camera out, talked to him, documented the people inside the lefties, I'm like, man, that's nigga, y'all niggas bullshitting, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
And another part, real quick, on top of that shit. One of the main reasons why I don't rock with Amanda Seales, not because I don't hate Amanda Seales, but we don't know her. Yeah. Real quick on the real quick.
Yeah.
When you put yourself out into the world, people can either like your art or you or not. And niggas got that right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just because you are out there in public don't mean everybody got to like you.
Right, exactly.
What delusional world do you live in? And just because you're out there, I got to like you as a person.
Right.
I'm not a fan of Josh Allen's quarterback play.
Right.
Sue me. I don't like the nigga. He take too many risks. Right. I got that right. I don't got to just like you because you out there, nigga.
Right.
But, like, she lacks nuance, which annoys the fuck out of me.
That's it
like,
right there.
When I got to college, the white girls would, like, half flirting, half like, how do you guys get your hair to wave like that? How do they braid it? It's ignorance. But I was talking to my father about it, and he was getting frustrated. But I'm like, Dad, these white girls and these white dudes that we play football with, they've never seen us before, man. And guess what? Nigga, you sent me to Caledonia, Kirk, and Shaw. I ain't never seen them before.
Right.
So how the fuck could I come in here and know nothing about their culture? Y'all going to Catholic Mass on Sundays in shorts and flip-flops. Huh? Your whole culture is different than mine. Nigga, we go to meeting clothes. Where I'm from. Shirt, tie, shoes, shine, pants, press. Yep. That's how we go to church. Right. Y'all this bitch like y'all about to go to the goddamn Costco.
Right.
Right. So how can I be ignorant of their culture? They'll be ignorant of mine, but I call them racist.
You're right.
Like she lacks nuance sometimes.
Yes.
Where like everything is not the lowest common denominator of your experience.
But she lacks it because it has to be about her.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was the annoying part again of watching it. And again, I like her, and I didn't want to go in there and be pitted against it or whatever. But I found myself pausing it and dead ass. Corlisha right now, I know she's probably still watching it, but she's cooking, so maybe she's not. But it's like I would stop it and go upstairs and be like, hey, did you hear this part? Did you hear this part? And it's like it just didn't add up. Where it's like, you know what? You can be the coolest person in the world, and people cannot fuck with you.
Yeah.
No matter what, people cannot fuck with you. And it's just like she feels like she has to be liked by everybody, or the whole part about when I really dug into the 46-minute part about the Issa thing and the insecure experience and stuff like that.
Minutes?
Yeah, it's 46. It was 46 minutes.
Whew.
Because it started with the party and how she didn't go. Because remember, she starts the whole pod about how she doesn't. One of the reasons people don't like her is because she tells things how they are. She's kind of chronological with stuff. She just tells things how they are. It's like basically she just these are the facts. That's what she.
I report the facts
like that, whatever. But then she starts telling the story about her not getting to the party, the Black Emmy party that they did. So 2018 was the first year they did it, and she was there obviously and whatever. And then 2019 she doesn't get in. So 2018 she's talking about how great it was and boom whatever. So 2019 when she can't get in, she throws this little side comment in less than 2 minutes into that part about the whole thing about. Oh, well, 2018, it was really dope, and everybody's there, whatever. In 2019, nobody was really there. So the year you wasn't there. The year you couldn't get in, now it was like nobody there. And I was at the Emmys and telling everybody, Black, you should come. You should do this or whatever. Now all of a sudden, it's like nobody there. But if you just said in the beginning of the whole podcast period, ma'am, that you just take all this stuff out of it, that you just talk about stuff and facts or whatever, that's a personal thing. Your feelings were hurt.
It's all personal.
So
your ego was hurt.
So when you're telling this story now, it means a little less to me because you threw that little nugget in there about that or whatever. You know what happened? What I happened with Amanda too? It's like it's just, and I was telling Corlisha earlier. It's like nobody on this show has ever at any point. Issa must be one of the biggest gatekeepers in Black Hollywood, and maybe she is. Maybe she is.
But see, you know what?
But
some people deserve to be.
But nobody on this show has come out to be like, Amanda had these rumors and shit about the 2018 to the 2019 party. Nobody's ever really come out and said, you know what? No, that's my homie. No, I just saw her in L.A. last week. No, I just saw her here.
It's
whatever.
The indictment on Diddy.
Everybody else is still. Everybody's when Issa throws her yacht party and all that shit like that or whatever. Everybody else is still there, but you not there. At some point in your life, you have to be able to look in the mirror and be like, you know what?
This was on me.
maybe I could have. If you could be on the show for 3 hours and never really say nothing that I did this or I did that, or maybe I could have. If you could really, and I haven't watched the full 3 hours in the chronological order, which you told me I should do, Dev, but you have the time.
That you must do, nigga.
But you got the time. Other than watch parts, I was on the Florida part of it and the Marsha Ambrosia part of it, which I do think she got.
And I'm like, now
Marsha
ain't shit.
No, I do think she got done dirty a little bit on that one. I really do.
If
I've
her story
heard
is
that story before though. If the story is true though.
Yeah, if the story is true.
Yeah. So, but it's just
and also, real quick, if the girl got on, that would have been like, we got fuck. This is DMST, right?
Yep.
That would have been like, we go peel the curtain back just a little bit, just a little bit, not too much. That would have been like me calling y'all mad, wanting to like do something. Paco the homie. Me want to do something to Paco because of his appearance on the podcast talking about DMST. Huh?
Right.
That ain't got shit to do. What was the first thing out of my nigga? That ain't got nothing to do.
You always
with
said
me.
that. You literally to a point. You pretty much you don't listen to us vent about some shit.
Yeah, but of course, because it got to y'all experienced it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Amanda, that don't got shit to do with you. You or me. I was Amanda. Them two used to be in poetry.
Right.
That's they shit. So of course she on there bumping her gums about the shit they had going on, and can't nobody replace the Floetress. Of course. What the fuck do you think she should do? Give you flowers?
Right.
I was about to say, ma'am, this ain't got nothing to do with you.
Ma'am.
He don't have
Big man. Big man.
This literally, you could be Boo Boo the Fool. It does not matter who you are. But she's internalizing everything as if it's a personal attack against her.
Yeah.
But that ain't got nothing to do with you.
Which feels like narcissistic behavior.
Basically, the Floetress, the chick who was with Marsha, went on the radio and was complaining about how they trying to replace me with this Amanda girl and she'll never be me, blah, 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 blah. And so Amanda's looking to Marsha like, what you going to do about that? Marsha probably in her own head because one of her best friends from London is on the radio talking shit about her. Man, this ain't got shit to do with you.
Right.
And now you want to have meetings and shit.
Right.
Nigga, this ain't got nothing to do with you. I'm going through my own personal shit with one of my lifelong friends, and you trying to inject yourself in the middle as if this got something to do with you.
Right.
Sit down on the sideline and shut the fuck up. Either support the friends and rekindling their goddamn friendship, or shut the fuck up. That's the only role you should be playing right now.
Right.
And if you can't see the nuance in that any attack on you is just the hurt coming from the Floetress chick, then you don't need to be a part of this shit no way.
Right.
Because that's all that is, man. That person is expressing their feelings about some shit that happened, and they're hurt. Now Marsha's hurt, and you in the middle. Either you mend it, or you shut the fuck up.
Right.
But she wanted to have house meetings, Playboy, about like how y'all gonna do, what y'all gonna do to help me through this. Marsha Ambrose was like, get this bitch off the tour. Get her off the tour.
Get her off tour.
Get her off the tour. Get her off the tour.
I mean, again, me.
That's what I was thinking in the middle of it. Because
I
it
will
put
say
me
that.
right back in that mindset.
Yeah.
I remember being up there. I was redoing Mackenzie's room. I was fixing that room for some reason. I remember listening to it while I was doing repairs. Y'all send a text message or whatever, and I remember listening to that pod. And I remember in my head being like, man, niggas got to fix this shit.
Right.
That was the only thought. What other thought should you have, Amanda, other than fixing two friends, or in this case 3, mending their fences?
Right.
That's all it should be. So them Amanda Seals people frustrate the fuck out of me.
Like I said, if you look in the comments, it's a lot of people on her side. But I feel like
There's a lot of humans like that.
But exactly,
Yeah.
I was about to say.
That's why it's only 3. That's why it's only Jodeci, Next, Jagged Edge. Them groups, them kind of people who can do that shit. They're far and few between, bro. Because the world is full of Amanda Seals ass people.
Yeah, there's these terms right now. I think in today's day and age that just are like. They're like the dog whistles. We talk about white people and the racism, and we like you call it a dog whistle. Like they do some things with some terms, and it's like she was using some of them terms, and I'm just like, it just feels like you just want us to really feel sorry for you. And again, I didn't want to do it, but I was getting so frustrated myself watching it, where it's like you can't play the victim all day long about everything. Like even when she's talking about the Issa party, like I kept pausing it and talking to Carlisha, like, all right, well, what about this and what about that? Like the whole breakdown of the party in 2019, this, that, or whatever. It's just like Jesse Williams invited me to the party. Okay, so it wasn't Jesse's party. So when you went to a party that wasn't Jesse's party, if they're not letting you in, well, nigga, you wasn't invited. So then, but I was about to leave, but then someone said, bring me back or whatever. So I went back in because I said, okay, cool. But then they stopped you again. Okay, cool. So I'm about to leave again. But then somebody came out that got her. It's like, well, I was
Does
the one
that even make sense?
But no, but yeah, but then somebody else came out and got her. He's like, well, I'm one of the people that put the party together, so I'm going to get you in. So then he got her in. Bet. But now you're sitting at the bar.
DJ Brainstorm.
Okay.
I hear you explaining her story. Let me tell you what the human. So we're going to break this down for Playboy, too, who probably never hasn't heard this part. Right. She's saying she gets to the door. They say you can't get in. So she just says, okay. She leaves. Mm-hmm. Somebody comes out the party, tries to get her back in. They say, you still can't come in. She says, okay. She leaves again. Somebody comes back out, gets her again, tries to get her in.
This time it's a person. No, this time it's a person that said he actually planned the
party. So did they get her in this time?
They got her in. That's when she got into the bar.
So does that make sense? Or does it, what makes sense to me is Amanda pulls up to the party. Everybody in her group, because it's like 3 of them, 4 of them, gets in but her. And maybe, just maybe, she's outside. This is some motherfucking bullshit. You motherfuckers. So somebody leaves a party, exits the party to go outside. For what reason? For what mother freaking reason would you exit a party other than you see somebody in the middle of something? So you remove yourself from a party to go assist, to try to help. It didn't work. Mm-hmm. They continue to see this motherfucker, whatever's happening. Mm-hmm. Why else would you leave the goddamn party? At some point, the nigga who planned the party leaves the party to go help you get in the party. Why would he leave the party? Why would one of us leave Pod and R&B to go outside in the middle of Pod and R&B?
Right.
When you put it like that,
it doesn't make sense.
You know what's weird? When you put it like that, you would have to see some type of commotion going on for you to be like, hey, what's going on?
What the fuck is going on outside?
Because like she told the
one
story.
of us to leave?
I mean, she told the story like Jesse Williams.
Jesse Williams came outside hey.
No. Like he was the one that invited her, and it's like, but if he didn't plan the party, how the fuck did you go to a? That was my thing. Yeah. He didn't plan the party, so he can't. He don't have the authority to invite you, or whatever. Like somebody can't be having a party, and I just pull up like, oh, so and so told me to come. Well, so and so ain't buy the chips, nigga. Playboy just came and gave us some Doritos when he came here. If somebody else was randomly here and he ain't had no chips for them or whatever, they can't sit there and expect no goddamn Doritos.
Yeah, like with my Doritos, nigga.
Right.
Fuck you and your Doritos, nigga. You ain't supposed to be here. Yeah. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
No. You just said it. Now that you put it that way and now that you explained it, the only reason A, B, or C is getting up from them chairs on that stage is because 2 other people came and said, this motherfucker tripping.
This motherfucker
and then we take it into our own hands by it being our shit to be like, all right, I'll be right back. Now this is
Brainstorm,
my shit.
Play some music real quick, man.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You want to handle some shit real quick. That's the reality of it.
I'm like the nigga. See, I'm listening to the story and I'm like, nigga, the nigga who planned it came out.
Yeah, that's
for what?
That's because everybody else couldn't handle the situation that she was presenting.
Yeah. Now I will say that she said that she's mad because Issa didn't protect her in a lot of situations or whatever. It seems like the beef was between Issa's publicist
and her.
And I will say, Issa should have handled that better. Mm-hmm. If it's your publicist, she's employed by you. Like Amanda kept saying, well, it's her show, whatever. It's her show, but Issa still got bosses. Issa don't own ABC. She don't own HBO.
She got Prentice Penny. It's Prentice Penny's show. This is a showrunner show.
And he's another motherfucker who you ain't heard from that ever sat there and stood behind Amanda and say Amanda's right or nothing like that. What nobody else has ever said this or whatever. And Prentice Penny speaks on a lot of shit. A lot of shit. Yeah. And I need to be watching his Twitter to see if he says anything about this. You know Issa's not. Yeah. But she said, Issa never protected her, and so she said she's done protecting Issa and stuff like that with a lot of these things.
But she can't. She can't kill Issa. Come out with another show. Everybody in Black America's gonna watch that damn show.
I just feel like she's one of them people that she doesn't find that space again to ever look in the mirror. Like Jay Sean had a post because it felt like he was like really kind of on her side with thing, but then he retweeted or shared a post where somebody listed like 10 things about, she said, my teacher's racist and this happened and whatever. It was like 10, 12 different things where it's like all these things happen and it was always somebody else's fault. And at some point, like, again, you never had the wherewithal to look in the mirror, period. We all go through this. We've all gone through this in different varying levels of whatever things in life or whatever. Something happens where people ain't fucking with you, or people don't like you at some point, or relationships fail or something. And at some point, you got to look in the mirror and be like, you know what? Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm doing something.
Yes.
Maybe I'm doing something. But she's so big on it's everybody. That autism thing took me out. Because it was 3 minutes into the show when she talked about being either 305 or 7 into the show, very early in the show. We talking about being she recently got diagnosed with autism. You know, now they didn't show it in the show, and I guess at some point, editing wise, they took out that she said that he asked her about what's a clinician that diagnosed you, or whatever. And
was in there. They took it out though.
I didn't see it when I watched it. Not asking about a clinician or whatever. Like she said. And she didn't say that it was a clinician that diagnosed her.
Oh no, he asked her like because I watched it live. That's why I watched the whole thing.
So maybe you saw more of it. Okay,
yeah. No, but he didn't ask. He was like, "Did you get diagnosed?" She was like, "Yes, I got diagnosed."
He asked when, like at what age?
Yeah.
At what age?
That was it. It wasn't nothing crazy.
So something down the line, whatever. So Baller Alert posted a clip about her saying she got diagnosed with autism, whatever. So and yada yada. Then she took to her IG to say, you know, well, no, I wasn't diagnosed by a clinician or whatever, you know, but at this grown age or whatever, you don't need to be diagnosed with that because you already know how to handle stuff or whatever, especially if you're highly successful or whatever. So if that's the case, again, ma'am, then why are we bringing this up at this point other than to garner sympathy out of this whole thing or whatever? And she got mad at Baller Alert because she tried to say they misinterpreted her words or whatever. And then Baller Alert put out another post said, Amanda Stills basically is mad at us for saying or posting the clip of what she said out of her mouth.
Yeah.
You know, it's I like her, but she made herself, for me, the parts I've seen so far, to be not likable.
The parts of her that seem not likable is why I don't. It's not. Listen, Amanda. Well, maybe it is. Maybe. Why am I pulling? You don't give a fuck, man. You don't know me, and I don't know you. But that's why
you talking to her like she listening right now.
Yeah, like I don't fuck with Amanda Seals, man. But it's okay.
You.
I fuck with her art though. Yeah. She's funny as hell.
April in the feed. I just saw it on Facebook. April in the feed. What's up, April?
She's a very good actress.
Yeah.
But like the outside of the art, of course I don't know her as a person, but I'm okay. It's okay. It's nothing. Ma'am, I don't wish no ill will on you. I will watch every stand-up special you put out. I will put money in your pocket. If you came to Cleveland, I will go see you live. Yeah. But when it comes to your personal opinions and shit, I don't really vibe with it.
Yeah. That makes
no, you go.
Just to jump in off subject a little bit, that makes me think about does any two of y'all know anybody that went to tonight's conversation on Friday?
No, so that was this past week.
Was that Friday the 26th? Whatever day that was.
Okay.
20. That's tomorrow.
26?
No, 26 was Friday.
Yeah.
What are we tripping?
I'm just wondering if anybody because I like how they speak.
Nobody I know. No,
just because we talking about conversation and different stuff. I just wondered if anybody know anybody that went. Okay, that's it. That's all I want to know.
No. I see April. She was throwing on Facebook. So shout out to April. Like she did say two things real quick. She said that
for real, I ain't seen no comment.
Yeah, she said that she thinks that people don't like Amanda because she's smart and talk over a lot of people's heads, and it's easier to dislike her than to understand her perspective. And then she did say that that she does agree that she has to take accountability at some point, and according to her, she's never the problem. So, like to that first point, it's like again, I feel like to me again, it's what I said a little bit earlier, where it's like I feel like there are terms that for me I feel like are like they almost feel like dog whistles in the sense where it's like, you know, when you start to say them, I feel like feminine energy. And if you talk about that, whatever, it's like those dog whistle terms where you're gonna say some shit. It's like it don't really make sense. But if you say it, people gonna flock to you and be like, "Oh yeah, this and that, whatever." And I feel like Amanda threw some of those terms out there when she was talking about some of those things or whatever. Where I like her, but it's just like again, people cannot like you. You can grate on people. Every situation you gave up, you know about. You know, saying, "Oh, I was in this situation, and I did this or whatever." just because it's your reality doesn't mean that
Thank you.
everybody sits there and fucks with your reality of it. And I feel like sometimes in these situations where these people who people say truth tellers is another one of those dog whistles to me, truth tellers or whatever. And people when people
My
fuck with
experience is another one too.
when people fuck with you, they will let you say whatever the fuck you want to say because you're a quote unquote truth teller. A truth teller is only the truth for their fucking truth. Mm-hmm. It don't mean it's the truth for the billions of other people on this earth or whatever. And it's just like, it's just
because the facts are the truth is obvious.
You know,
the facts are the truth is, and don't nobody want to say it. The lights are on. Why the fuck would we sit here and say the lights are on? These lights are great lights. Nah, we don't have to have that. Now that's your opinion. I can think they're shitty. Now we talking about because the truth tellers aren't really telling the truth. They're giving their opinion, and you agree with their opinion because the truth does not need to. What's understood don't need to be explained. Mm-hmm. So ain't nobody out here telling the truth. Mm-hmm. The truth.
You're speaking your opinion.
You're speaking your opinion. Your recollection. Even if you're in the middle of an investigation, you are only giving your recollection of what happened. Mm-hmm. And there are things you could. Right now, I see both of y'all face. I can't see his hands. I can't see his feet. It could be some whacking off going. I don't know what's going on over there. You know what
just because I smoked meat on Friday don't mean I'm sitting here on the couch. Don't mean I'm sitting here on the couch right now whacking off under the monitor. You know what I'm saying? Jesus.
Yeah, God damn it, you know that ain't happening because I ain't sitting there while you doing it.
Jesus, damn.
I'm just going to be sitting here chilling like.
Right. Yeah, right. Got you. Yeah, I feel you.
Cool, nigga, cool.
Jesus Christ.
But no, real quick. Like with all due respect, I mean, not with all due respect, 'cause that sounds like it's combative. What I'm saying is like, I understand what April was saying, but listen, the man ain't talking over nobody's head, man. This ain't Dr. Cornel West we talking about, or Jordan Peterson or some shit where you can get 10 minutes to a conversation. You're like, hey, what the fuck you talking about, bro? Like, you lost me 10 minutes ago. Mm-hmm. Amanda just be giving her opinion and niggas don't agree. And unfortunately, this is the fucked up part. Unfortunately, a lot of people who agree with Amanda Seales, who share her biological features, are just as detached from accountability and reality as she is. That's the unfortunate part. And the problem is those who appreciate accountability, who appreciate self-observation and honesty with oneself, don't allow people to ramble about and say bullshit and agree without challenging it. So it's not that she's talking over our heads. It's just some mumbo jumbo bullshit coming out of her mouth that we don't agree with. And the same is said for the brother Shannon, who just continuously challenged her fucking words. Yeah. You're not going to sit around me and just say some shit out your mouth, and I'm just going to nod my head quietly and agree with some bullshit.
Yeah. The part that got me when people was like, oh, well, Shannon wasn't ready for that conversation or whatever. It's like, stop it.
They tried
like,
to. I hate the fact that they tried to dumb him down so much.
Yeah.
When it came to like, he was just like
that nigga.
Like she was here and he was here.
Nah.
I'm just like, nah.
You know,
I didn't.
Yeah. I know. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah,
you know, like
I hate that.
Yeah. Even in the beginning, again, the first 20 minutes when she's talking about racism and like even in her school, when she got the Disney thing, the dance thing, and she's like, oh, well, the kids called me nigga and stuff like that or whatever, and you only here because you black or whatever, all these things or whatever.
They might have been,
and she, because they had a little conversation about racism before with the teacher or whatever, and she's like, well, maybe this fits your definition of racism or whatever, and he was looking like, okay, and he's like, but the kids was being racist. Like it was almost like she wanted him to say like the whole entity, Disney, and everything was being racist. He's like, no, but the kids who was calling you nigga and whatever was being racist or whatever. She's like, well, maybe what's the like and Ruby Bridges, I think. You know, well, maybe Ruby Bridges would disagree with you or whatever. You know, who's the woman who one of the kids who or the kid who went into the school segregated in the South or whatever and got spit on us or whatever. And you compared yourself to Ruby Bridges, ma'am, really? Or whatever. And you're trying to tell us, and all Shannon was trying to ask, because Shannon, even with the school teacher thing, Shannon was like, you know, well, when I was a kid, you know, we got taught to we don't speak out of turn. You know, you don't correct adults. And what she was doing in the class, not saying you should because you smart. If you were that intelligent, kudos to you. But Shannon was coming from his point of view, and you acting like Shannon was being nonchalant or throwing you off over. And I'm looking like Shannon grew up he was born
rural Georgia.
But I forgot he was born somewhere up north. But he grew up in Georgia, some little back ass country town in Georgia. That man experienced more racism than you did in Orlando, Florida, Amanda. I'm sorry. He experienced more racism in the 70s and 80s, growing up there in that back ass town of Georgia than you did in Orlando, Florida in the 90s. Not saying Florida's not racist, not even trying to minimize what you went through. I'm certain he did. So while you sitting there looking at him acting like, well, I don't understand why you even be questioning me right now. Because that man experienced some goddamn racism, for real.
I'm just sick of it.
So that was my thing. Again, I tried the first 20 minutes. I kept having to stop, and I went up there. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, one of these days, I'm just real quick. I'm gonna say some shit that's gonna create a whole lot of controversy when it comes to certain shit like this. I'm sick of people trying to. I can't use the term right now. I'm sick of people trying to validate this type of behavior. I'm sick of it. Like, but go ahead, brainstorm. I'm tired of it.
Yeah, I mean, again, that's all I really have on it. It's just that you know it seems like a long interview of people wanting to feel sorry for it. But I will take into account the Dev. You said you watched it. And you said that you know he did a good job of getting to good points where they would see eye to eye, and then it was really good conversation on a lot of different things. So he broke her down.
He broke her down. Listen. He broke her down. This is. I don't want to say it too much. Her supporters. Shout out to him. Nothing against, but you do know y'all got a wall that can be broken down,
right?
You know what I'm saying? And niggas with experience can break that wall down, and he broke it down. Because all the shit is a facade. And then once you just sift through it, you know, you left with a human, and that's all he did, man. He did it in an immaculate way. So
yeah. All right, we got anything else, or we got here?
Man, we can get up out. We almost at 2.
All right, so we get out here. Playboy, give them all your shit.
Yeah, man. At the end of the day, it's Playboy the DJ, Playboy DA DJ. You can find me on Instagram, Playboy_James3. You can find me on Facebook under my government. If you know me, then you know me.
They know you.
And you can find me on all DMST World platforms, man. Great show. You know, we had some rough weeks, but it wound up being a situation where everybody bouncing back, man. So I'm thankful. Shout out to my daughter real quick. Parker, love you, baby. Glad everything cool with you.
Get real soon. Moms, get real soon.
Another show, man. See y'all next week.
Yep. Dev, give them all your shits.
Man, it is Big Dev. You can catch me at your local art gallery or at your local, by your local creek writing. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you, though, if I get off the highway and Dev's on the side of the road selling the painting.
No, hold on. Nigga, if I see you with a painting and a hat on, back to the side with a brush like this.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, Chief. Like Hustle, man.
What's happening, Chief?
Yeah, what's happening, Chief?
Listen, do what needs to be done. What needs to be done, whether you like it or not. The real Big Dev 216 everywhere. Man.
Everywhere, nigga.
Everywhere. Nigga. Everywhere.
For real.
Nigga, I'm everywhere. You never there.
Man, GMST16 at yahoo.com. Questions, comments, concerns, feedback, all that shit, man. We'll see y'all next Sunday. Man, it may be cloudy today, but the sun will come out tomorrow. And as long as you are here under the sun, live your life to the best of your motherfucking ability, man. I am DJ Brainstorm for you on all social media. That's DJ Brainstorm, the number 4 the letter.
You.
Go see Dev everywhere, nigga.
Everywhere. Amanda, shut the fuck up.
All right, y'all. We see y'all next